Awesome sauce!
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
I'm going to be using some dough that I had made yesterday, okay? If you want to see how I'm making this dough, which is primarily a whole wheat dough, watch my video on how to make a smoked chicken and chipotle torta, which is just a nice way of saying a big old chicken sandwich that's just simply awesome. Or if you want to have a more traditional pizza dough, watch my video on how to actually end up making pizza. Okay, this is going to be different because today we are going to be making a chicken and garlic with spinach pizza. So I'm basically just going to end up kind of rolling this out into something that is single portion size. So we're going to turn the oven on, 400 degrees. I'm going to be putting my pizza stone inside there, and what we're going to do is basically this. Okay. And the rest of this dough, you could probably make like a small pizza thing with that. But there we go. Now what I've got here is some chicken that I had boiled, and I'm going to just tear some of this off and I'm going to throw it in a frying pan, and I'll show you the frying pan here in just a second. I thought my camera was on, guys. I apologize. Took about a half of a breast, tore it up, put it inside here. It was already cooked, okay? I put about a tablespoon of butter, about a teaspoon, maybe about a teaspoon of basil, and a little bit of oregano, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. I put some black pepper and I put some salt in this, and just a little bit of red chili flake and a little bit of olive oil, just to kind of keep everything a little wet during the time that we're heating this up. As soon as this butter is melted completely, we will continue. And I put about a teaspoon of garlic inside this. Maybe a teaspoon and a half, okay? Once again, I apologize. I thought the camera was on. Another thing I'm going to add to this is some spinach. And this is frozen spinach that is semi-thawed. Now that I see that this is kind of heating up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some half and half in here. You could also end up using heavy cream. And this is actually going to end up kind of thickening up on its own right there. But along with that, we are going to be putting Parmesan cheese. And maybe a quarter of a cup. Now if you want to, you can put like regular onion in here, which is fine. I'm going to be putting just a little bit of onion powder. I don't want this to really be boiling. All I need this to do is have the spinach no longer frozen, the half and half thickening up just a little bit, and everything just being a little warm. I want to make sure that this can come up pretty easy before I start putting stuff on the taking some cornmeal and adding it back here, because this will end up acting almost like a lubricant. Okay, you're going to see that there is some moisture, okay, from this, and we want to, even though there's a lot of flavor in that, we kind of want to get rid of it. We do not want that on our pizza, okay? That will end up making it soggy and horrible, and everybody will hate you for it, okay? So don't put that on. So I poured some of that out in the sink, and I'm squeezing some of the other stuff, okay? So that way, when I end up putting it on here, it's somewhat dry. Okay. As I have mentioned many times before, my wife is a big tomato fan, so I'm going to make sure that I put some tomatoes on here. A little bit more Parmesan, and of course the main attraction, cheese. We can slide this on the pizza stone now. Well, sliding it on there didn't go as according to plan, but that pizza dough is awfully thin and it just didn't want to hold up, you know. But it'll be okay because it'll taste just fine. There we go. We can put this back in the oven. we were to leave it on there, it would just overcook. But there we go. This side, hey, what are you gonna do? I know what we'll do. We'll just go like this. See, with some fancy camera work, we were able to hide the mistake. But now we've got a nice thin cracker type crust, and it's definitely not soggy in any way. So my wife will really like this. Anyway, guys, that's that. You don't have to do just the tomato sauce and pepperoni and everything like that. You can get a little fancy. And then this one, a little healthier, not by much though. Anyway, guys, that's that. Till next time, catch you later.